Summary: Natalie manipulates men for her own gain. Natalie's pursuit of fame overshadows her talent. Natalie's need for a baby drives her actions. 90 Day. The single life star Natalie Mordovtseva loves to act like the victim while pretending she is making great sacrifices when all she does is wallow in self-pity. Natalie, a 38-year-old Ukrainian woman, was first introduced during 90 Day Fiancé Season 7 when she was engaged to Mike Youngquist. Natalie made Mike look like the villain of her story as she tried to blame him for everything wrong in her life and even accused him of cheating. Mike couldn't become a free man even after Natalie left him. Natalie couldn't imagine being all by herself in the U.S. and kept Mike as a backup option. Then Natalie met Josh Weinstein, who she walked away from in the recent episode. Natalie accused Josh of never inviting her to his house and was still suffering because of him. She resorted to crying dramatically in typical Natalie fashion, even hugging a tree while she did it. Josh had never fully committed to Natalie while also expecting him to act like her fourth husband he would never be. Related 20 Best Reality TV Shows. Right now television is being impacted by the ongoing entertainment industry strikes, leaving many turning to reality TV. What are the best shows right now? Natalie romanced Mike to come to the U.S. Natalie never loved Mike. Natalie was a big city girl who moved to Sequim to marry Mike. The small-town life wasn't for Natalie as she had big dreams, which she had when she first met Mike. Natalie knew Mike worked and lived in Nevada when they were first introduced. However, Mike had to move to Washington for work by the time Natalie's K-1 visa was approved. Natalie wanted to make it big in Hollywood, and for that to happen, she needed a green card. Natalie played with Mike's heart, and the minute she felt she could run off, she did and moved to Florida. Natalie manipulated Mike into not divorcing her. Did Natalie get into a transactional marriage with Mike? Even though Natalie hurt Mike's feelings and left him alone within a few months of getting married, she made sure he wouldn't divorce her. Natalie took advantage of Mike's kindness and pretended to like him. Natalie could have convinced Mike not to divorce her until she got a green card so she could spend the rest of her life in America. The reason Mike and Natalie weren't getting divorced wasn't disclosed on camera. However, it wasn't because Mike wanted to get back together with Natalie, as he was seeing other women. Josh became Natalie's ticket to Hollywood. Natalie dated Josh with only one intention. When Natalie met Josh during a modeling event in Florida, Natalie wanted him to be her next husband. He let Natalie down when he told her he had 2 kids, but she weighed the pros and cons of being with Josh and saw herself living with him in California, where she could become a star. However, despite dating for almost 2 years, Natalie couldn't secure a modeling contract or get an acting role. Natalie called Josh a waste while breaking up with him, not because he didn't love her but because he wasn't able to make her a star. Natalie is using her mom to earn sympathy. Natalie manipulated Josh into giving her a house and a car close. Mike helped Natalie's mother, Nelia, escape Ukraine during the Russian invasion. He provided Natalie's mom with financial and emotional support. Natalie tried to manipulate Mike while he was helping her mom escape by suggesting she still had feelings for him while simultaneously dating Josh. After Nelia moved to America, Natalie used her to gain sympathy from Josh. She moved to California and insisted that Josh get her an apartment and a car. Considering Natalie was broke and had nowhere to go with her elderly mother accompanying her, Josh gave in to her demands. Natalie's quest for husband number 4 will never end. Natalie Island in a hurry to meet her next spouse. Natalie had split with her first ex-husband after she moved to Cyprus. Her ex, Zenon Pirides, allegedly went bankrupt. and Natalie immediately went back home to Ukraine, proving she may have married him for his money. Then, Natalie married Mr. Podyakov, whom she had been with for 8 years. Natalie felt like her biological clock was ticking and demanded kids from her second husband. She claims that she split with Podyakov after he refused to have kids. As for Mike, they split because he didn't see eye to eye with her when it came to her interest in acting and modeling. Natalie looked for a fourth husband and zeroed in on Josh but was left confused as he showed no interest in marrying her. Josh realized early on Natalie was using him to fulfill her needs in America. She now claims she wants a man to heal her, and her next move is to freeze her eggs. What Natalie needs to do first is to heal herself and figure out what she wants from a partner instead of jumping into another meaningless relationship. Natalie lives in a bubble, thinking everything she wants will fall into her lap sooner or later. Natalie will use Mike to have a baby. Natalie wants Mike to father her future child. Natalie wanted to have a child with Mr. Podyakov but was unsuccessful. When she met Mike, she was ready to have a child with Mike, but he refused to do it, knowing he was in debt after buying his farm in Squim. During 90 Day, the single life, Natalie said, "I didn't have much sex with Mike. The times that I had I wanted a child, but I never got pregnant." Her mother pushed her to have a baby again, this time with Josh, but for that to happen, he needed to show her he was committed. Since Josh wasn't a worthy candidate to become Natalie's baby daddy, her next best option was to go back to Mike. An extended trailer for 90 Day Fiancé's single life shows Natalie saying she doesn't want to feel like she failed to build a family tree after coming to America. "I want a baby from someone I love," she tells the cameras. The next scene has Natalie reunited with her ex-husband Mike as she asks him, "Would you consider ever coming back and having a child together?" Even though Mike has already filed for divorce from Natalie, she still wants to try to have a baby with him. Natalie will do anything to stay on TV. Natalie is desperate for fame. Natalie didn't even bother making an English resume to apply for jobs in the U.S. She expected to land a job by snapping her fingers but soon realized it wasn't that easy. While she continues to wait for her big screen role, Natalie is earning paychecks from being on reality TV. Being with Mike earned Natalie 3 seasons of different 90 Day Fiancé spin-offs, and as soon as she left with him and became single, Natalie has been on all seasons of The Single Life with Josh. Now that she's no longer with him, Natalie needs a new boyfriend. In February 2023, a leaked conversation between Josh Sider and Natalie, as shared by at 90 Day Daily, showed her allegedly asking him how she could get cast on The Bachelor. Natalie was seemingly okay with faking that she was single to be on the show. She seemed desperate enough to be cast and agreed to lie about her relationship status. "I am one of the top stars," Natalie reportedly claimed in one of her messages to Josh. Natalie's real talent is breaking hearts. Natalie needs to heal before heading into another non-relationship close. Natalie doesn't seem to have a pleasant personality, and her overdramatic attitude overshadows her acting and modeling skills. Natalie knows that age is not on her side as a leading lady, but she still tries as long as she is supported financially by someone else. Natalie wants to prove to her mom that she will achieve her Hollywood dreams no matter what. However, Natalie has only been embarrassing herself with her antics on 90 Day, The Single Life Season 4 and will continue to do so. 90 Day, The Single Life airs Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TLC. Sources: 90 Day Fiancé, YouTube, at 90 Day Daily, Instagram 90 Day. The Single Life reality release date February 21, 2021. Seasons 3 network TLC.